Hey guys, it's John, ReelBlue Custom Rods. Welcome back to the channel. Hey, today's video I'm going to do, basically a fake inlay or fake underwrap really is what it is. We're going to do that on top of some of this foil work that I've done here. Not gold leaf, but foil with some finish on it. So let's go ahead and get started. So today I'm going to be using this guide right here. Alps guide. Actually, I don't need that. What I want to do is I'm going to set this up like if I was just doing a guide wrap here. And what I mean by that is I'm just going to go ahead and I know I have a seam on this foil work right there. I'm just going to set it here. Let's say this is a casting rod and there's already a coat of finish on this foil. I'm just going to show you a way or a technique to do this fake underwrap, if you will. So I'm just going to use a piece of tape on that finish. I'm going to come back here with this other piece of tape, wrap that over. You take this piece off. And I think this is a great way. It's really about giving the presence of an underwrap without actually doing an underwrap. But I have to stress the importance. I mean, underwraps just aren't underwraps because they look cool. Underwraps actually serve a purpose, right? Underwraps are there on your heavier freshwater, saltwater builds. They're there to help protect the blank against the feet of the guides, and then of course add some character to that wrap, if you will. So I just want to make sure that I'm stressing that this is not in an attempt to replace an underwrap, but it is a way to create an underwrap when an underwrap is not warranted on the build. So that's just something that you can kind of keep in mind in doing this. And here is an example. Here is a great example right here in the upper right hand corner of a underwrap, of a fake underwrap on a fly rod. So this is a 13 plus fly rod built for chasing billfish down in Cabo San Lucas. What I did is, I built this fly rod with some specs that the customer wanted, but I also wanted to, instead of just having the space between the guides, I wanted to give it an appearance that there was an underwrap where the underwrap really wasn't needed for that rod. But it looks really great, and it still also helps reinforce the blank a little bit with that extra thread wrap. And finish underneath the stripper guides or your double foot snake guides. But in this case, we're just pretending we're doing a casting build here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with this marker. And I'm just going to mark where my guides are going to finish. This is a lot easier on double foot snake guides. So I'm just wrapping that. And let's say actually, let me go back to here before I totally remove this. And let's just really quick, find center. And so let's say that's center on this build. All right. And I think what we're going to do is I have some green thread set up here, and I'm wondering if I want to stick with the green thread, but I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to come back in here with some tape really quick. And I don't want to use green thread. That I don't want to use. Let's just use something a little snappy, if you will. And let's just use, I'm going to come in here, I think, with this yellow thread. I'm going to come back to the green in a second. But I'm just going to incorporate this yellow to get us started. All right. And there's a few ways you can do this. You can kind of start with a few different things. I'm just going to start with a regular wrap. And let's come here. And we'll pause that there or pull that tight. And I'm just packing this thread as I get it started. All right, that's kind of the bottom of this build here. And then let's rotate this around a little bit. And I'm just gonna go, man, you know what I wanna do? I wanna count. And I'm gonna have to redo this to count. I wanna say that's 3. That's 3. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6 for good measure. So we're just going to go with 6 right here. And then I think I'm going to come in. These are 2 different colors. So I think I'm going to come in with some 501 Pro Wrap Color Fast 501. And we're just going to do a quick inlay on here with this one. And we'll get this tape to hold it down. Oops. Okay, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I can go 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to go 15. That's probably too many, but I'm going to go 15. And I'm just going to pack and then back that off. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this green thread. Again, this was Pro Wrap Color Fast 501. I'm going to come in here and we're just going to do an inlay. That's 2, 3. So I'm going to go 3 turns. And then I'm just going to pinch that off. And then pack that thread. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to go back. That's 7. That's 6. I'm going to come back right here really quick. And what I'm going to do is cut this out. What do I want to do? Actually, no, I'm not going to cut that out. But what I am going to do, now I'm going to come back with, I was going to come in with there. I'm going to come back with this 210, Pro Wrap Color Fast 210. And I'm going to lay a piece of this in here. And I'm just using these colors because I have them handy, no other particular reason. All right, lay that down there. And I'm just laying this color here. All right, and then burnishing tool. All right, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to release that green color. Cut that out. And then we're going to keep wrapping. I think I'm going to go a couple more. And if I go one more, what does that do? I'm going to pause right there. Actually, no, because I'm going to twist it. All right, so I'm going to go right here. And so now, all I'm going to do, I'm going to just come in with this orange thread, and we're just going to lay some spins around on this. I'm going to do a little saw blade, a little Jim Trolicus JTOB olive branch, but we're going to do a saw blade instead. And I'm just going to hold that thread. I'm going to turn to blank. Great. And I'm just going to back that off a little bit. And I didn't do that the way I wanted to do that, guys. My apologies. Let me back that off. Got ahead of myself. Oh, actually, that is what I wanted to do. Darn it. 1, 2, I'm sorry. 3, 4, 5, 6. Rotate. Bam, right there. And take this underneath. Two full wraps. Come underneath. And then what I'm going to do, pinch that off and come back. There we go. Just pack that thread in. And then we're going to back that yellow off until I get rid of that yellow on the top side. I guess maybe I could have went, yeah, I think I could have went one more. So let's just do one more. And then we'll pull that up. So good inlay trick here. Good fake under wrap. A couple of different things we're doing here. All right, so now I'm going to go in the same direction of spinning my thread, my orange thread around this one. 3, 4, 5, 6. It should be good. I get the spacing. Bingo. And then now I'm just going to continue to spin that around. All right. Come back to the top. I'm going to pinch that with my finger and slide it up again. And I missed that little spot right there. That's all right for right now. Okay, and then so what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and let me see where that other red line is right there. I'm I've got some room, but let me do this anyways. Get that same color green thread that we had earlier. Again, that's the 501. And I'm just going to lay this underneath here. Work with me, tape. Work with me. Okay. 2, 3, 4. All right. And so now I'm going to come in and I'm going to release this orange thread. Got to move the green thread first. So we're going to go ahead and release this orange thread. We're done with that. And then I'm just spinning that around. And I'm going to pull this thread a little bit tighter just because I hit it with my burnishing tool. All right. And we're going to go down to that second red mark right there, which I think is a little far. As you were. I forgot I counted off of there. I'm going to back up right here. I'm going to come back in with this green tape or green thread. Do one inlay or one inlay wrap right there. Come to the inside, pull it underneath. Use my finger, pull that thread in. Just spin that around a few, get it locked in. And then come back, pinch it with my finger, bring it to the top. And then pack the thread. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that thread out and cut it. And now we're going to give this a few twists. And then I'm going to find my thread to secure my knots, if you will. All right, just like that. All right, and go back with our burnishing tool, pack that thread, pull it tight. All right, and then I can just take this tape off down here on the end. And we can just kind of cut these out. Pull and create a gap, cut, come back with the burnishing tool, and then hide that green thread. Same thing with the orange, create a gap. Hide with the burnishing tool, and then that last green, pull, create a gap. There we go. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tape off, and then I'm going to come back with my guide. Trying to get this set up here right on top. I want to to make sure I got a little bit of overlap there. And so that's what that looks like so far. So if we take a look, you can see that. So you can see that I overlapped the base of that, the heel of that foot. I just overlap it a little bit so I make sure I get some good coverage. I don't get a gap once I do my overwrap on there. I want to make sure I've got that covered nicely. All right, so what I'm going to do is take this this red or yellow thread off, excuse me. I will get it right one of these times. And then I'll put that away. And then I think I'm going to just wrap it with this green. All right. And then we'll slide it up here. All right. And we'll just loosen up that tension rod a little bit. Pack that thread as we get it started. Come in, cut that trail in there. All right, so now just turn that a little freehand. Make sure we're wrapped over the toe on that foot. Oh, got a little overlap on there. There go my scissors. Now just take the tape off. All right, and we're just going to wrap over. And I think I'm going to go all the way down, just wrapping up over that. And again, this is all size A thread. All right, so really quick, man, if you guys are getting some value out of the video, please hit the like button, man. Help that algorithm get this video out there to other people so they can see the same video you guys are watching here today. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, or let me know if you have any questions. All right, so I'm gonna turn that right there. And we're gonna come back to the underneath. Just like that. And we'll loosen that up, cut that. All right, and then pull that. We could cinch that down. Cut it with our razor blade. We can take this piece of tape off if we wanted to. All right, and then we would just repeat that same process here. on the other side. Oops. All right, and then we're just going to pack that thread. And then we can cut that working end. All right, we start getting down here, cross over the foot or the toe of the foot. And then we can peel that tape up. Pack the thread. Use my burnishing tool, move it around a little bit. And then we start getting in here towards the end. All right, and then now I'm just gonna double back down. Again, that's if I'm doing double over wraps, right? Just get in the habit of doing them sometimes. So that's why I did them on this one. Plus I didn't want to tie off down here. And then we can wrap that down, get it on the bottom. And then get a couple last rotations. Pull that through, cinch it down, use your blade and cut it, and then peel your tape off. And then you could come in here and we could add tag wraps on the either side with either 3 of these colors and it would look good. You can come back in with the yellow, or you can just do the orange and maybe the green, but you can come back in and do a tag wrap there on the end if you wanted. So I hope this helps, man. I hope this helps. I hope you learned something new here. Again, it's just a fake under wrap. It gives the perception that there's an under wrap there when there isn't one there. But I do want to stress the importance of under wraps, that they do serve a purpose. They're just not decorative. They're there to reinforce your blank and protect it from the guide feet. So just, something to think about. A great technique to have an under wrap on a lighter rod build that you may be working on, where you really wouldn't have an under wrap on it. So I think it's pretty cool technique to do that. Slapped in a couple single inlays and then threw in the old saw blade in there, or barbed wire, whatever you like to call it. Let's take off of the Jim Trolicus olive branch, the JTOB. And then, so again, of course, this will look really good. You bring probably the yellow and the orange, or the yellow and that other green, bring in a tag wrap, and you just kind of seal the deal and finish it up, make it look good. So again, I hope this helps. I appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, I appreciate your support to the channel. Please make sure you guys watch this next video here. And until next time, guys, take care. Bye.